Boss Rebellion. It's Ross the Boss Campbell, and tonight I'm going to be telling you who, in my humble opinion, is every MLB team's greatest player of all time. Let's hit a home run right into it.
I be popping bottles, sparkles and champagne.
The Arizona Diamondbacks, the big unit, Randy Johnson. He won 4 of his 5 Cy Young Awards, all in a row, by the way, with this young franchise. Won the pitching Triple Crown in 2002, and the year before led his team to a World Series win in 2001, which was also just the D-backs' 4th year of existence. Like, no wonder he's one of the greatest pitchers in baseball history. Athletics, the man of steel, stealing bases, that is, and most likely your girl. Ricky Henderson, as he is the all-time leader in stolen bases with 1,406, as well as first all-time in runs scored with 2,295, and 1990 AL MVP. There was no stopping this man. Atlanta Braves, Hank Aaron, only one of the greatest baseball players ever, all-time RBI leader with 2,297, and total bases with 6,856, 25 All-Star selections. That's a quarter of a century of being one of the best in baseball. In 1957, NL MVP, and most home runs hit by a non-steroid user with 755. Baltimore Orioles, Cal Ripken Jr., 2-time MVP, 19-time All-Star, and played 2,632 consecutive games. They don't call him the Iron Man for nothing.
I am Iron Man.
Boston Red Sox, Ted Williams, 19-time All-Star, 2-time AL MVP, won the batting Triple Crown not once but twice, all-time career leader in on-base percentage, with a lifetime on-base percentage of .482. Only thing this man could never do was win a World Series, unfortunately, as he played for the Bo Sox during the curse of the Bambino. He was also the last major leaguer to finish a season with a .400 batting average, greatest to never win a World Series. Chicago Cubs, Cap Anson. Nah, I'm kidding. He played back in the 1800s against Mickey Mouse competition. Get that racist off my screen. It's Mr. Cub himself, Ernie Banks. 2-time NL MVP, which were back-to-back. 14-time All-Star, matches his jersey number. Unfortunately, he played for the Cubs, so he never even had a chance to make the playoffs. Greatest to never make the postseason. Chicago White Sox, the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas, also a back-to-back AL MVP, and is the Chi Sox all-time leader in most hitting categories. And I also got this cool card of his I have hung up on my wall. Pretty cool, huh? Something a baseball nerd like me must have. Anyway, Cincinnati Reds, Pete Rose, 1973 NL MVP, 17-time All-Star, 3 World Series rings, and all-time hits leader with 4,256. So why is this guy not in the Hall of Fame? Oh yeah, it's because he was too into gambling. The Cleveland Indians, or the Cleveland Guardians, or the Cleveland baseball team, whatever you want to call them these days, Bob Feller, won the 1940 pitching Triple Crown and helped Cleveland to their latest World Series title all the way back in 1948. He also fought in World War II, so salute to this soldier. My favorite team, sadly, the Colorado Rockies, the Todd Favre, Todd Helton, all-time leader in most of the Rockies' major hitting stat categories, 5-time All-Star, and should have won 2000 NL MVP over Jeff Kent, goddammit. Like, seriously, look up the stats. He had Kent beaten every way. He was leading the National League in almost every major stat category that year, and helped the Rockies to their lone World Series appearance so far in 2007, making a clutch grab to seal the series in the 2007 NLCS. He is the all-time greatest Rocky. Played all 17 years with us, which also matches his jersey number. Detroit Tigers, Ty Cobb, second all-time in hits, highest career batting average with 366, first ever AL MVP in 1911, and 12-time batting title. This man was ahead of his time. Houston Astros, Jose Altuve. Now, he may have cheated to win the 2017 World Series, but at least proved they could win one legit in 2022, at least as far as we know, and as a former AL MVP, won the award in 2017, 9-time All-Star, and MLB's best second baseman of the last decade. Los Angeles Angels, Mike Trout, 3-time AL MVP and the best player of the 2010s. Sadly, though, has only one playoff appearance since the Angels have failed to build a team around him. Los Angeles Dodgers, Sandy Koufax. It's between him and Clayton Kershaw, as they both have won the NL MVP and 3 NL Cy Youngs. However, where Koufax wins is that he has a much better postseason resume. He won 4 World Series and has 2 World Series MVPs on top of all that. Miami Marlins, Giancarlo Stanton. He is their all-time WAR leader and is the only Marlin to win the MVP, which he did in 2017. And after that said, "I'm going to the Yankees because I am never making the playoffs here." And honestly, don't blame the guy. Milwaukee Brewers, Robin Yount, 2-time AL MVP at 2 different positions, first as a shortstop and second as a center fielder, and took the Brewers to their first and only World Series appearance in 1982. Minnesota Twins, Walter Johnson. He played for them back when they were the Washington Senators, but is arguably the greatest pitcher in baseball history, as he recorded the most shutouts with 110 and won AL MVP not once but twice as a pitcher. Like, what? The greatest player to play specifically in their time as the Minnesota Twins is Harmon Killebrew, who was a 13-time All-Star and 1969 AL MVP, and has the record for the club's longest home run at their old ballpark, Metropolitan Stadium. They have it displayed at the Mall of America, fun fact. You should go and see it. New York Mets. Oh, can't get this on. Oh, there we go. Tom Seaver, another one of the GOAT pitchers, as he won 3 Cy Young Awards, 12-time All-Star, and helped guide the Miracle Mets to their 1969 World Series title. Pretty amazing stuff, if I do say so myself. New York Yankees, Babe Ruth, only the greatest player in the entire history of baseball, all-time leader in OPS with 1,164, 1923 AL MVP, and won 7 World Series. Yes, 7. This man began the Yankees' century-long dynasty. Philadelphia Phillies, Mike Schmidt. No, not the FNF security guard, but the greatest third baseman in MLB history, 12-time All-Star, 3-time MVP, and helped the Phillies win their first World Series in 1980 after 80 years of trying. Pittsburgh Pirates, the Flying Dutchman, Honus Wagner, won the 1909 World Series, regarded as one of the best shortstops of all time, and was an 8-time batting champion. San Diego Padres, Tony Gwynn, a.k.a. Mr. Padre, 15-time All-Star, and always knew how to make contact with the ball. He most likely would have batted .400 in 1994 if that season didn't end early. San Francisco Giants, Willie Mays, 24-time All-Star, matches his jersey number, 2-time MVP, and he had just as good a glove as he did a bat, as he made that famous flyout catch in the Polo Grounds deep in center field in the 1954 World Series, which they won. Seattle Mariners, The Kid, Ken Griffey Jr., 13-time All-Star, 1997 AL MVP, and one of the best players of his generation. St. Louis Cardinals, Stan the Man Musial, 24-time All-Star, 3-time MVP, and won just as many World Series, and someone else who served in the military, so let's give him a salute. Tampa Bay Rays, Evan Longoria, their all-time WAR leader, and took them to the World Series when he was only a rookie in 2008. Like, what? Texas Rangers, Ivan Pudge Rodriguez, 14-time All-Star, 1999 AL MVP, and helped the Rangers to their first playoff appearance in 1996 after 35 years of trying. Toronto Blue Jays, Roy Halladay, 8-time All-Star, 2003 AL Cy Young winner, but sadly his teams never had a good enough supporting cast to take him to the playoffs while in Toronto, and is the only Blue Jay to have his number retired, and he was gone from us too soon. R.I.P. Washington Nationals, Mad Max Scherzer, 8-time All-Star, won back-to-back Cy Youngs in his time with the Nats, and helped them to their first World Series in 2019, and he also went to my favorite college, Mizzou. M-I-Z-Z-O-U! As a bonus, the MLB's best dead brand, the Montreal Expos, Gary Carter, he was their franchise face for a decade, as he was a 7-time All-Star with the team and helped the Expos to their lone postseason appearance in 1981. But who are your MLB team goats? Let me know in the comments. Smash that like button, ring the notification bell, and subscribe. Thanks for watching Roster Billing. I appreciate you.